He is a no-show.
Who?
In like 2 minutes too. So.
Who?
I got it. Well, then perhaps we should get this broadcast started here.
Hello?
Luggy?
What's up?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm okay.
You doing alright?
Yeah.
Well, after the race tonight, and the with the interviews, I mean, you guys stick around if you want. You know, check on out. You know, I'm gonna have War and Billy in here to kind of go over Billy's plans for next season, moving the trucks, you know, doing a draft, that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, I'll be as soon as I get done, but I'm on the phone all day at the hospital and everything, so I'll be here then gone.
Wow. Did we get the invite? Did we already?
I got some invites.
I got invites, yeah.
Yeah, we got the invites, but did they?
No join yet. No.
No,
Should
but
be
the clock
coming
is
here
rolling.
quick. Yeah, you said at 8:02 they were starting. So.
All right, well, let's start this broadcast. Start now, and 10-second runoff.
All right, let's start behind 2 here. My shit don't freeze.
Now my phone's gonna act up. Are you serious?
Look at all these other FTRs. There's so many names lately of other FTRs.
What's that?
I see a lot of names lately with FTR, but I don't know who they are. Oh, we're getting a join.
We getting a join. We are getting a join.
I'm up, so welcome to my stream, everybody.
Well, I got my stream going. We're all
Oh,
live.
you're good? Okay, alright.
Mine's up.
Yeah, we're live.
Mine's up.
Alright, hold on, everybody.
Okay, so let's go ahead and join this on up.
Any of you guys need invites? You good, Log? Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Yep, I am in.
13 drivers tonight. No, 12 drivers. No, sorry, 10. Only the 10.
Only 10 drivers tonight. A lot of people missing the race. A lot of people skipping.
Summertime, summertime.
Yeah. Well, sure they'll be under caution for this first lap or two anyways, so
Yep.
should be right on time.
Who we got in this thing?
Positions.
Billy, Lynch, War, Jaywell, Reckless,
Flash and
Mac
Jaywell,
Attack, Heavy Duty.
Lynch.
Oh, Heavy Duty's back.
Yep.
Typical,
How about
Nowinski,
that? How about
Clashing.
that, guys? And you mentioned right off the get, our good old buddy War, man. Awesome.
War in Heavy Duty.
Awesome to see War back, man. Awesome to see War back. Really, really good.
I'm sure he came
Close
down
personal friend.
to us after iRacing and stuff. This may seem different to him.
He got a few laps in the other night on the high side, but I don't know what happened. I think he exited pretty early though.
Yeah, he wanted to, from what I understand, that he just wanted to run a couple laps, kind of get a few racing laps under his belt. But he should be in. He plans on being in the race all night tonight, as
It
we
looks
are
like
running the pace laps.
51 and 51 are on the pole.
The 51 car is my pick tonight, by the way.
Oh, mine too.
Yep, I'm picking the 51.
I got
I'm
Clash.
gonna stick with the man Billy then.
Billy's my dark
No,
horse.
actually,
by
I'm
far.
going to. I want Lynch tonight. Lynch said he's going to win it for the wife. So
The only reason why I wasn't going for Lynch is because I knew you were going to go for him a dark horse, Luggy.
this,
knew you were gonna go for him.
he's driving for Bendon. So
I talked to him earlier today, as a matter of fact, and he is really excited about his car tonight. Really, really excited about this
he
race.
says he's going to drive it like he stole it, and not look back. So
Well, he is in that number 3 car, starting in the outside row of the second row in the 4th position, as we are going green, and the 51 of JWoww jumps out in front with the 51 of Clash, and right behind him, Billy in third. Tucks right in behind as we are riding with Lynch here for a moment. Lynch, like I said, I talked to Lynch
Don't
today, man.
jinx him.
He was
Jinx your own driver.
He was really pumped up tonight. Really pumped up about his car tonight. And, I mean, if you want to know about this track, I'll let you know every inch of this track. This track, Dover, we're at tonight, is about an hour and a half from my house. I've been to this track. I was at this track back when it was asphalt.
Well, you want to go and get me a good setup then?
I got you one. I got you. Oh yeah, I got you one. I got you one. I got you one. You know I got you one. You know I got you. We are going. Let's get through the field here a little bit as War, as we mentioned, driving that number 42 McDonald's machine tonight. The 42 McDonald's Chevrolet. Awesome to see War back, man. Awesome to see War back. Doing some iRacing. I think he had actually a shoulder surgery maybe a month ago.
Well,
on his shoulder. So he was on the mend for a little while. But
War in the 42.
good friend of mine.
Where's my heavy duty? There he is. Heavy duty's in the nice blue 19.
As we got Reckless in that 24. Reckless driving that 24 machine tonight. Mac Attack in that number 17. Mac Attack currently riding in fifth place. Oh, he went way up high. Way up high. Going to allow Typical in the 4 car and Reckless in that 24 to get underneath of him and allow War to pull right up on him. And there's Heavy Duty in that number 19 Toyota in 9th position.
Nowinski fell back for some reason.
Yeah. And Typical in that number 4. Typical in that number. I love that.
Yeah,
paint
I like
scheme
that's
Typical.
a sharp looking 4 car.
Isn't that a cool paint scheme? That July 4th looking paint scheme. That is such awesome paint scheme. And Nowinski in that 88 looked like he has a rough start, a rough jump off. But plenty of time to catch up here in Dover, and with this is such a unique track, guys. I mean, you can run it low, you can run it medium,
Well,
you can
it's
run
no
it high.
200 laps like the one was last week, or 100 laps, whatever it was. 200, I guess.
Yep.
It's 200 laps, yeah, but it is a mile track, so it's
Yeah.
And welcome to the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Long time no see. Our old good friend, it's Bob Drew in the house tonight. What's going on, Bob?
No, not much.
How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? Good, man. It's good to see you up here again. Haven't been up here in a minute, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
been a
good
while.
to see you back. He was helping me with the high side the other night on Monday.
I
Yeah,
tell
I
you
figured
what.
if I got off nights, I might as well get up and do something productive.
That's it. Well, you know, it's not just, I'm not really productive, but just sit back, relax, and catch a good race, man.
Hey, another 200 laps at Dover, eh, Bob?
Yeah, this I was gonna say I feel like it is gonna be even harder in this one for them guys with the draft being on low in here.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Clashin earlier today, and he said it's actually going to be a boring race. Because these JCR guys, apparently these JCR guys really put on a dominant performance the other night in the high side race. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
A to B,
we were-
A to B, they've dominated the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
they,
the broadcast the other night on high side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to catch it, so I was really busy and.
You're basically watching a replay of it right now. so
Yeah,
far.
this is Billy third.
Yeah, it's pretty much nothing's changed.
Lynch is up there. War's doing good.
So we got the Reckless back here and fifth. Fifth. That's 6 minutes.
And we riding along. And, I mean, there's KJ Wells YouTube. Let me bring up.
a little loose off exit.
Let me bring up Jay Wells YouTube so we can get a leaderboard going up here. For some reason, my phone wants to act all slow and dumb.
Yeah, they've already put 2 seconds on Billy, and almost 4 on Typical.
Yeah, Clashin and JWoww checking out here.
Mm-hmm.
And give me 1 minute, folks. I'm going to try to clean up my phone a little bit because this thing has been.
Back attack is having some issues. He's got front right damage a little bit, and he's starting to get loose as anything off exit, causing him to swing back up into the wall. Oh, there he goes again. Yeah, definitely.
Well, this Dover is a track where you are going to get ridiculously loose.
Yeah.
Ridiculously loose. Off of turn 2 and off of turn 4.
Yeah.
You are going to, I mean, no matter, I don't care how tight your car gets set up, when the fuel burns off and the tires get worn, it's going to get loose. That's just how Dover is, and that's why I said...
We were talking about that Monday, about the elevation change coming out of the turn, and it lightens your car up. The car gets real light, and that's what gets the loose feeling in it.
Yep, yeah. As you see,
Yeah,
Typical and Lynch doing a little bit of battle here. This is for 4th position.
I've just been keeping on Mac here. Mac is having a handful every lap, every turn.
Yeah, Lynch wants it. Or, I'm sorry, Lynch has it. Typical wants it.
And Mac's I think he might pit here. Yeah, he's coming into pits already.
He's coming to pit, so it looks like we should be in that pit window.
17 laps remaining.
Yeah, Billy's already a dot in the rearview mirror for those guys.
Yeah.
He was working on the gears a little bit, and he was hoping it would work. I'm not sure what his plan is necessary. Like, there's stage 1's a little straightforward, but stage 2 and 3, there's definitely going to be some strategy going on and things like that with fuel and that. So we'll have to keep an eye on. Billy could just be starting that strategy already somehow, you know.
Yeah, he might be pushing. He might not be pushing as hard as those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If I can get my phone to work, then I can get on JCR JWoww's YouTube and get a lap count. So we'll stand by for that for some reason. My phone has been
coming to 14
acting up.
left. When they cross the stripe here, there should be 14 left.
14 left in stage 1?
Yeah. Stage 1's pretty short. It's only like 30-something, and then the other two are like 78 and 79.
Okay, so they're picking them up and laying them down at a pretty good clip here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may not be the most exciting race to watch tonight, but it'll be a quick one.
Yeah. This right, yeah. I think McIntyre's about to be under fire here from the front.
Yeah, they're catching him quick. I think he's already got lapped.
Oh, really? Oh, he pitted. That's right. He did just pit. So, he's just hit the wall again, but should be able to get away for a bit here with the new tires.
Clashin smacked the wall a little. He wanted to make sure it was standing upright.
He's giving it a kiss for good luck. That's what I like to say.
He's making sure it was structurally good.
Well, you pancake that right side a little bit. You get some good air pushing on that and keep the back end straight.
Typical's down pit road now. Typical's coming down pit road.
Yeah, they are. JWoww has got 1 lap left, so yeah, I would say he's coming too.
Clashin slowed down way early. I don't know if he just ran out.
Yep. Nowinski, he's on his way in. Well, it's a really, really slow pit road speed. I think it's 35. So you gotta really, really be careful. And it can certainly, I mean, you can certainly get caught with a speeding penalty very easily here, as you got to get that car down to about 35 miles an hour, and if you don't get on, and plus, you know, with the banking on here, with the banking the way that Dover is set, and the banking that they have, was Jacob coming out of pits, but with the banking, when you're coming off of the banking down on the apron, if you're not careful, that sucker will break loose on you. Just, trying to get that car slowed up and getting it onto the banking to get on a pit road. So getting on the pit road here is very tricky. Very, very tricky. And if you're not careful, and I guarantee you, I bet you, we will see a pit road penalty tonight, and somebody have issue getting on the pit road. I guarantee you, I bet you, I feel it in my gut. I've been to this track so many times, I've seen it so often. You know, I mean, I remember back in the early 90s, back in the 80s, early 90s, going to this track when it was asphalt, and going to the spring race where, you know, it's 80, 90 degrees, 85, 90 degrees, and that sun heats up that asphalt, boy, and you get that whiff of the tires burning on that asphalt and the fuel, oh, boy! Tell you what, if you didn't become a NASCAR fan with going to that kind of race, there's something wrong with you, and you and I just couldn't be friends. That's just the way it was. And now it's all concrete, totally different. Kind of took that feel out of it, but still a real fun track. The Monster Mile, very, very particular of a track. The way to get into the corners, getting out of the corners, it's got those little hills, you know? It's got those little hills. It'll throw that car.
Exiting pit road is a little tricky too. Especially if you're on a bit worn tires, it is very tricky coming out. It's like ice coming out of it.
Oh yeah.
If you take two, it is very scary to exit that road.
Yeah.
Good duty with some front damage. We got Typical. Oh, Typical just clipped the wall a bit. He's got a little bit of front damage.
All right, now, J-Well, we've gone through the pit cycle.
Yeah, J-Well's actually pulled away from Clashing.
Yeah, he's got a 1.4 second lead on the Clashing right now, and a 6.4 lead over third place of Billy.
Yeah, they are not wasting any time, that's for sure.
Well, actually, it's at 6.3, 6.4, the lead that J-Well has now. And
before stops, Billy was a little dot, and now he's just a speck.
I could see him, honestly, trying a little bit, testing out some things in this stage because it's so short. He's got, a second on Lynch and then 4 seconds on Reckless. So, why not try some things right now and see what you can do?
Well, he's already coming up on Typical to put Typical a lap down. And when I was talking to Clashing today, I was talking to Clashing earlier when he was kind of saying, be prepared for a boring race here, guys. But he was saying, as far as pit, they're scared. The only thing he's concerned to throw them off, how dialed in they are here at Dover, is the pitting. Because what he doesn't want to, he knows that if these guys time it right and pit about 3 laps before the JCR guys do, they can pick up as much as an eighth of a second. But if, JCR guys, J-Well and Clash, and what their concern is, and I'd be very, very smart and very, very smart thinking along the line of thinking this, is they know they're going to be out front. They know they know how dialed in, especially after the other night in the high side race, as we see J-Well working on Typical to try to get him a lap down.
That was close.
Yeah, got a little wiggly. Typical doesn't want to get that. Typical's going to give him a battle here. I mean, Typical.
Oh, yeah, because they only have a few laps left. And he wants to stay on that lead lap. I'll guarantee that.
Right.
He's got guys right in front of him that's going to put him to...
wow, they're almost 4 wide. Jeez.
3 wide in a turn 1.
17 got into him a bit. Oh, Typical slowing.
That was it.
And that was the end of the stage.
All 3 of them guys.
Okay, yes, it was.
For that lead lap.
Yep.
That's
Mac Attack, Nowinski, and Typical.
We got J-Wow, Clash, and Billy, Lynch, and Reckless as the top 5.
Oh, that was...
This is where it really starts to get interesting in these next 2 stages when it comes to... If there's no cautions, there'll be definitely some fuel strategies. Cautions are gonna... There still might be with cautions depending on where they fall. But with such a small field, there's only 10 in the field tonight. So
Yeah.
unless it happens in the first couple laps, I don't know if we'll get many cautions.
Yeah, we're missing a lot of guys tonight. You know, like Luggy said. You know, like you said, Luggy, it's summertime. You know, it's summertime. You know, people are out. You know, enjoying, you know, with their families and things like that. So it's expected. It's expected.
I'm not going outside right now. It's still like 93 degrees. I ain't going out there.
And about 95% humidity.
I don't want to go outside for nothing right now.
I agree with you.
I'm in the AC enjoying a beer.
I am too, my friend. I am too. I still got. It's only Wednesday, so there's still 2 more days in a week. As we take the green flag for stage 2, the JCR guys on that front row, clashing in first on the bottom. Or I'm sorry, JWoww in first on the back. Mac Attack slams that wall coming off of turn 2 in mid-pack. War and Typical now working their way under Mac Attack, as Mac Attack really has his hands full with that 17 car.
He was having a heck of a first stage there. He was struggling.
Yeah, I like to use my old saying that he kissed the wall for good luck, but he slapped this you-know-what out of it.
Billy
I wasn't
goes
gonna go
under
in
the
a
street car.
I wasn't going to go in a swear jar on that one, but almost.
See, the thing too with JWoww and Clashing is they're basically the only 2 cars really working together. They're drafting
Yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, they're not getting the full draft. This is low, but even still, with 2 cars, it doesn't show up as draft, but you're still getting faster time.
Yeah, and if you get a bump in the right spot through the turn, you can actually get a good exit speed from it.
Yep, and I had my first taste of a low draft last night in the Canadian E-Motorsports Network season opener at Daytona. It's Bob Drew and I in that league. Had a good. You had a great run going there, Bob, in the most of the race, man. And I mean, that was my first experience and first taste of a low draft, and it was different. It definitely was different, but I thought it was kind of fun. It really was fun. It's really challenging. Really challenging. We saw Billy kind of come off a turn 2 and give that wall a kiss for good luck, but this low draft, I mean, it was my first experience in a low draft. Was that yours, Drew? What was your experience? Give us your take on the low draft.
At a track like Daytona, though, it's a little bit better because it's easier to stay attached and keep the draft.
Right.
So, like, the tracks we're coming to are not. It's not going to be as easy to hold on to anybody.
Right.
It's real difficult. You gotta have people around you that are going to work with you. If you're 2 cars, 3 cars, and in that lane, it just kills y'all's momentum, and